want them back! They're my property!
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Hey, and welcome back everybody to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast, 3G Dub. Back out here, back talking movies. Trying to stay at least a little relevant because the trailer just dropped probably a week ago or so for a new movie in the Mad Max series. So it felt right just to talk about Fury Road, one of our favorite movies. So we're gonna get into it here real quick. Real Big E and Rob the Ambassador. How you feeling, sir?
Feeling good, man. Coming up to my favorite holiday of the year. We're, just about a week and a half away. Got shopping mostly done, and just enjoying watching all the specials I watch. Since I'm a big ass kid at Christmas time, man. I watch all the same Christmas specials I watched when I was a little kid, and I just love it, man.
Yeah. We watched pretty much all the Grinch movies.
Oh, okay. Y'all big Grinch fans. Okay.
Yeah. You're thinking of giving my daughter like a Grinch themed birthday parties because her birthday's so close to Christmas. So we'll see. Before we get into Fury Road, though, I do want to throw this trailer for the new movie coming out, and we'll kind of touch on that here close to the end. But I do want to throw this trailer because this is kind of where the inspiration for this movie review came from. So, and you said you haven't seen this one yet, right?
No, I have not, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, let's check it out.
Whatever you have to do. However long it takes. Promise me you'll find your way home. Furiosa. Give me this promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
War boys. Oh, the green place. Joe?
I'm Furiosa.
The darkest of angels. The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
Looked like she was giving him the middle finger there.
Yeah. Well, that's one I'll definitely. I like the trailer, so I'll definitely check it out in IMAX if I can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't expect it to be as good as Fury Road, but even if it's close to Fury Road, it'll still be a solid movie.
It will. And that's why I'm really looking forward to it, because it's a prequel to this one that I'm going to talk about. Kind of getting the origins of Furiosa and Morton Joe. You know,
Yeah, yeah, and it's kind of interesting that George Miller considered having Charlize Theron reprise her role and just using CGI to do the de-aging process, but he didn't feel like the technology was good enough, so he just went ahead and recast Anya Taylor-Joy so that he wouldn't have to worry about, dealing with that.
I heard that, but also heard that she wasn't really excited to play that part again. There's a lot of get into Fury Road that came out in 2015. There was a lot of controversy with this movie and this movie got pushed back like 10 years, 10, 15 years from
It did.
production because it
Okay, I'd
was
be
supposed
curious.
to be Mel Gibson.
It was, yeah, it was before he, kind of went off the rails a little bit, and
Yeah,
before it kept getting delayed time after time. But yeah, I'd
yeah.
be curious to hear what her issue was because she had no problem doing those Fast and Furious movies over, and to me, these are far better than that.
I think it was just the director, and then she also her and Tom Hardy didn't get along. Tom Hardy gave her a hard time on set, and he has since come out and apologized to both the director and Charlize Theron that I guess he maybe signed on prematurely. I don't know. He said he felt like the moment may have been too big for him, and maybe he just felt the pressure of trying to fill the shoes, and so he was kind of a jerk on set. But he has since apologized. So, like I said, 2015 Fury Road, Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, Hugh Keays-Byrne, and Nicholas Hoult, directed by George Miller, with a budget of 154 million. The box office was 380 million. So it made some money, which is what are we about to be 9 years later? Finally getting it's a prequel, mid prequel. I don't know, prequel to this movie. Anyway, Furiosa. This movie takes place. It's a post-apocalyptic film. This literally is a 2-hour car chase, right? You're in the wasteland with whoever's left. These people have been exposed to all this radiation. They've got tumors. They're all sickly. They're deformed, missing limbs, and pretty much gas and water is the currency. And Morton Joe pretty much has it all. So he's the god. He's the everybody who everybody's benevolent to get them to Valhalla, right? And in Chrome, we worship Chrome and V8 engines. That was the whole point. But I remember when I first saw this movie, I didn't know what to expect. I was blown away. Just blown away by the action. But before we get to that, the pros. So how we gonna do this? We're just gonna talk pros, cons, and then give our grades at the end here. So one of the things that I did not like was, and this is more of a technical thing, the audio mixing. Had a hard time hearing the dialogue when shit wasn't blowing up. Now in the action, you can hear all that. But when it came to the parts where you're supposed to hear what people are saying so you can have some type of emotional tie to them, I had to turn the volume all the way up. And then all of a sudden, boom, now it's too loud and I gotta turn it back down. So that was one of my cons. Like I said, more of a technical thing. And then the other was just the fact that Max is not the star of this movie. His character doesn't really do a whole lot, much of anything. The way they start the movie, think he's gonna be this big badass. He's gonna run roughshod over people. No, he gets his ass kicked. They take him. He gets captured. They tattoo him and they, make them a blood bag. He's a blood bag essentially. He spends the first quarter of the movie on the hood of a car as a hood ornament. So yeah, those would be literally the only two things that I could really, really nail down as like these are negatives for me.
I agree about the sound, and I find that to be kind of a trend with a lot of movies. All of the explosions and everything are fine, but it just seems like the dialogue is always way softer. Sometimes when I have a movie and I have the choice between 5.1 or 7.1, sometimes I'll choose 2.0. I'll choose 2.0 as my audio choice, and usually it sounds better that way. Uh, I don't know if it was just a bad mix, but yeah, with this one, I had the same issues that you had. It didn't bother me so much that Max wasn't the star. I mean, I guess you would call Furiosa the lead, but it was still a story about Max, trying to break away and then not knowing at first if he could even trust Furiosa and all the ladies who she was trying to take to the green place. But I really didn't mind it because, man, the action is really the star of this movie. The entire chase scene and the whole look and style of the movie is really the star. So that didn't matter to me so much.
I can see that. I can see that. Um, I guess when the movie's called Mad Max, I'm looking for Max to do all this stuff. But it was like, when the rig is stuck in the mud and they got the guy coming at them, and Max is trying to snipe. He keeps missing, and Zoe Kravitz's character is like, "You only got 2 shots left," and
Yeah.
he shoots one
Yeah,
more.
her character was called Toast the Knowing. Everybody in this movie had very interesting names.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. Yeah. And then here comes Furiosa, and she uses him as a tripod. One time, now I did not have a problem with that because this is a fact. Women make better snipers. They just do. They have better vision for that. So,
And I have to tell you, man, I love movies that have strong women roles. I've been watching movies. Matter of fact, I watched a martial arts movie the other night called Fury, a cool movie. If you've never heard of it, maybe check it out. And it's basically uh, an Asian version of Taken. All right, this lady's daughter gets taken, and she's chasing these people down, and there are awesome fight scenes, and she's a badass. So yeah, I love movies that kind of feature strong women because we don't see that a lot. We always see the badass dude shooting up the place, and I don't mind that. I love action movies, but I also love the trend we've seen with some stronger women in these movies.
yeah, no, I don't have a problem with it. It's not about the woman thing. It's just the title character. I felt like he just didn't. The director didn't give him much to do. That's all.
Gotcha.
But like I said, I don't have much negative to say about this movie. Pros, getting right to it. I mean, obviously the action, okay, is insane. What I love about we talk about characters, the cars. The cars are characters in this movie. I mean, you got all these different types of styles of cars, and you got the ones that look like, porcupines. I forgot what they were called, but you got those, and then you got people on the dirt bikes. You've got these big V8 where you can see these old body style cars melded together. Just insane. Everybody's car had a characteristic like towards them, and then like Furiosa had the kill switches in her rig and everything. So yeah, I definitely dug. That was one of our pros, was the action and the different types of cars.
Yeah, man, absolutely crazy. Now look, you can argue that this character really didn't have any reason to be in the movie. I just thought it looked cool. The character that had the big speakers and the flaming guitar, he was just riding on his rig, just playing the guitar, shooting out flames. Really wasn't playing really a part in the action, but I didn't care. It just looked awesome.
It was all about Immortan Joe's presentation. He was a part of the presentation. And it was kind of like a warning sign. Like you heard that noise, you're like, oh shit, they're coming.
Yep.
Nicholas Hoult was another I can't think of his name of his character. Hold on.
Nux.
What was it?
Was it Nux?
Nux,
N-U-X?
yes. Nux, yes. I thought he did a fantastic job. He was kind of like the heart and the comedy of the movie. Anytime there needed to be like a light moment, he was right there for it. And I just thought he played so well. And for somebody to spend the whole movie trying to sacrifice themselves, I mean, I thought that it was very well done. He did a great job. Underrated performance. Now, the woman of the hour we keep talking about, Furiosa. I thought Charlize Theron did well in this part too. Um, Different from like most of the other roles she's had. Um, I mean, they really made her into a badass. Like I said, the sniper scene, that arm that she uses that can almost do anything. Um, how she's just not afraid of. She's not afraid of Max. At no point when they're fighting, she's just going head up. I mean, they look like they would land it in that sand too. Um, it it just makes sense that that's why George Miller's kind of going with her to lead the next film. And I'll say too, the CG on that amputated arm, it really looked like an amputated arm. I don't know if they had to kind of coach her through that, but it worked. It really worked.
Yeah, it did. Charlize Theron is an amazing actress. You know, she's played a lot of different roles. One of my favorite roles of hers is a movie called Monsters. She plays the true life story of Eileen Wuornos, a serial killer.
Yeah, she won an Oscar for that one.
She did, man, and it was an amazing performance. And so, yeah, then to see her do something like this, just like I said, playing a badass, strong female, you know, I was all in. I just really enjoyed it.
And of course, y'all know I'm a villain guy. It wouldn't be right if we didn't talk about Morton Joe. Look at those eyes, man. Ooh, played by Hugh Keys Byrne. Rest in peace. Man, I really wish he could have been around to see Furiosa, but this was one of the few times where he's one of those rare villains that grips me like instantly from this introduction, because I have so many questions about him, and maybe we'll get some answers in the new prequel, but I don't want too many answers. I don't need to know every single thing about him, but when they introduce Joe, he's sickly, he's dying. I mean, he can barely even, his lungs are failing him. He needs help getting ready in the morning. They show you all the tumors and boils on his skin, and that he has to cover all that up. He has to wear this mask with all the horse teeth to even be able to breathe and function. But his whole thing is he knows his days are numbered. He wants a successor, a male, as normal as can be human being to take over once he dies. Because he knows he doesn't have much time left. I mean, you look at his other sons, Erectus, he's got that thing on his face, and then you got the tiny dwarf who's deformed. So yeah,
Rictus played by Nathan Jones.
Yep.
Briefly in WWE, still a big badass. What, 6 foot, 6'7"?
6'7",
all muscle, man. Still a big ass dude.
6'7". I really thought he did a great job acting in here too. Like, I like, wow, I'm surprised he didn't get more like speaking parts. He's really a big stunt double guy, or like he was in Mortal Kombat, but he didn't have any lines. But I was like, this kind of showed he can act. But hey, for me, Joe was very, very menacing, without even being able to truly express his whole face. I mean, all you could see was his eyes, but like him being this warlord, treated women like they were his property, and convincing people not to get addicted to water. I'm pretty sure it was the water that was poisoning people, had the radiation in it, which is why he had those, what they call cows, pumping milk, and they were drinking the milk.
Right.
So,
and that was the whole point of the movie, is that these women that Furiosa was trying to transport to the green place were all his breeders. Mm-hmm. And she was trying to take them away from him to the green place.
Yep.
And so that's why he was so adamant about, getting them and bringing them back.
Sure. I don't want to spoil too much. I don't want to spoil anything at all, really. That's why I'm keeping this review brief. Obviously, we think very, very highly of this movie. It is literally 2 hours. There's like maybe 20 minutes in the whole movie where there's not just action going on. And it's all gripping. The detail that George Miller paid attention to, the costumes, like even if you look at Joe's mask, all the detail in there, man. I mean, all of that, and it's just everybody has their own unique look. You talked about the guy with the guitar and all the amps on the car and everything. Just George Miller has an eye. He has a great imagination to and direct this movie. He was 70 years old, and now he's doing another one. So, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this for me is top 10 movies for me, favorite movies of all time. This is A+ for me.
Oh yeah, definitely an A+. I'm not sure everybody will love this movie, but I tell you what, if you watch it, I guarantee you've never seen anything quite like it. Like
No,
we talk about the look of the movie, the characters. I mean, it's very unique. The cars, the vehicles, we talked about that. Uh, 2 hours of just almost nonstop action. I can't suggest it enough.
straight up, straight up. It is really fantastic. If you just somehow missed it in 2015, trust me, you won't regret it. I mean, all these movies now are 2.5, damn 3 hours. So you can spare two, to watch this, and you won't be. The 2 hours will go by so fast. You'll be like, "What? Where's the movie's over?"
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Quick side note about George Miller. He directed a movie that came out several years ago that I love. That's a completely different type of movie than this. I think you're familiar with it. He directed Happy Feet.
yes, yes. He also directed Babe. If you can believe that.
Oh, that's right. He did. He did. I love both of those movies. So yeah, this guy can do kid movies and
Yeah,
straight up, action flicks.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't limit anybody to what they can do. But this clearly is his bread and butter, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure. And hey, let us know in the comments down below what you all think of this movie. If you've seen it, put your grade down there. If you haven't, please check it out and then come back and let us know what you thought. Probably right after, either between now and after the holiday, we will do the raffle. Promise. We've already hit our goal. If you haven't noticed, we're sitting at 506 now. So thank you all. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. We will be raffling off surprises. And then of course we gotta keep on driving because we gotta get to 1,000. That's
1,000.
So again, thank you all. Hope you all are staying safe out there, especially this time of year. Nuts with the shopping and everybody's in a hurry and in a tizzy. It's just stuff, y'all. So that being said, Rob, take it away.
Well, just can't thank you all enough. We reached and have surpassed our goal, our first goal of 500. Just couldn't have done it without all of you. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we want to keep hearing some show ideas because, like I said, we're still trying to grow the show. And the way we're going to grow the show is if you give us some show ideas and some things, let us know what you want to hear. Let us know what you want to see. And we're going to try to do that because we want to try to keep the audience that we've built and then continue to build that audience. So please interact with us. Let us know what you like and what you think. Love and appreciate each and every one of you.
No doubt. Take care, everybody. Speak to y'all again soon next week for another Try Not to Laugh challenge. Peace.